And so after 2 months of basically radio silence, the summer update is finally released. Although it's not called the summer update for whatever reason, even though we're in summer. Yeah, I guess. So anyway, let's just jump right into it. We've got a lot of stuff to uncover. And yeah, first of all, let's go over the new vehicles. There are 10 new civilian cars, although most of these are kind of variants of each other. So let's start from the top of the list. We have the 2022 Falcon Heritage Track. $1.2 million. You know, never mind. Maybe I'll save that for the end so I can spawn in everything else. So we have the Averon Bremen VS Guard. I think it's some Audi, I think, but another part of the update, there are vehicle interiors now. And another part of the update, there are vehicle interiors for most of, or I guess more of like for the newer cars. And here is the interior. I mean, obviously, I didn't really have too high expectations for this because it's Roblox and yeah, but I mean, for what it is, I think it is okay. Yeah, we have this car. The next vehicle we have is the Falcon Advance 450. So this is the F450. This is actually a pretty cool looking truck. So there's one variant. This actually looks pretty sweet. Here's the interior on this. Obviously, there's not like a super detailed interior for everything. Actually, it looks pretty low quality. Yeah. There's that. It does look pretty sweet. There's also another variant of this. They kind of like did this like trim kind of. Oh, that's what it's called. But this is called the Royal Ranch version. Basically, just adds more color, I guess, to the bottom. And yeah, so there's that. Same interior. Next up, we have the Chevron Captain. This is the 92 Caprice. This just got the model ported over to the civilian version, which looks pretty sweet. Actually, I feel like the interior on this car is much more high quality than the truck we just looked at in the other car. At least like the steering wheel, at least. And I guess like the speedometer too. That's interesting. So there is that. Then we have the Captain, or I guess another variant of it, but it's not a different. So this is the SS version. Basically like the Impala SS. This looks pretty sweet as well. Actually, prefer the rims on this, actually. Very cool. Next up, we have the Bullhorn Prancer. What is it called? The Talladega 1969. So you go to the 69 Charger, you click this button and kind of change the style. Oh yeah, this is cool. So this is, if you don't know, actually it's not even the right one. There's actually the car I wanted to talk about. Oh, this is so this was the Daytona car that was shown up in the teaser. This looks pretty sweet. Interior, once again, I don't know, like a lot of the interiors, some of them are higher quality than others, but this looks pretty cool. Pop-up headlights. And here's what I was most excited for, the Colonel Fields. Obviously, if you don't know what this car is, this is a Dukes of Hazzard General Lee style. I mean, look, this is pretty sweet. The push bar in front. Colonel Fields up on top. That's where would say General Lee. And if you buy this car, please make it orange, because that would be very dumb if you didn't. Oh, okay, well, I'll save that for a little later, I guess. Premium colors? There we go. Hot orange. That's sweet. You get the antenna on the trunk. So I was with the flag that says Liberty County. This thing is actually really cool. Awesome. Cool. Alright. Next vehicle we have is the Sumo. This car is an electric vehicle, 35,000. Looks how you think an electric car would look. I mean, it's kind of ugly. So, yeah. Here's the interior. Just low quality. I don't know why. Like, I mean, I guess it's to make up for like performance and all that, but I don't know. I'm not like an expert on that or anything, but kind of looks a little too low, I guess. And then next up we have the last vehicle right here is the Kovac Hilandra. I believe this is the like the Croatian car that was in one of the teasers. 1.6 million. That is pretty crazy. 180 miles per hour is the top speed, though. That is a new, I guess, record. So yeah, there are the new vehicles. But then jumping over to the fire department, this is where I guess a big part of the update has gone to. So first of all, there's a new tool, and the SCBA has received a new look. So we'll put on our turnout gear. So here's the new tool. It's the Halligan. Used to breach doors to get entry into locked structures. And here's the SCBA. And I'll remove my accessories. So the eye shield, flashlight at the hood, which I think is new, mask, and then the SCBA itself, looking pretty sweet. So now we're gonna head over to this residential fire call because the fire, I guess physics received, or I guess like the fire mechanics received a new upgrade, and I feel like the game visually looks kind of weird. I feel like something looks off. I'm not really sure what, but yeah. Alright, and here is the house fire. So what they have done is when a house fire starts, it will now spread, I guess, the longer it goes on, which is something I wanted. So that's pretty sweet. Let's just hook up to... Yo, you can also hear it like crackling, but it sounds weird. Okay. So let's get a supply line. Let's just plug that in here. So, oh yeah, you see now the fire is now kind of moved to the center of the house, or it's starting to hit the center instead of before it's kind of over here. And I believe we cannot enter, so we have to breach the door with the Halligan. Oh, look at that. That's a cool animation, actually. Oh, okay. So then you open it, boom. Oop, and we pick it up. And we can make entry, and we can put out the fire as we see fit. Oh, wow. Look at this. The flames are a little different. Actually, I kind of did at first prefer this new, but I don't know. I feel like the old ones were more like house fiery, I guess. But yeah. You can see how this area is put out. So I'm gonna stop spraying with the hose. I'm gonna see if it starts to come back over here. So anyway, jumping back on the civilian team, we're gonna go back to the mod shop and check out the changes that are there. I believe there's new colors and I think materials that you can use. So like before, we go to card color, you can see metallic paint, glossy paint, or a matte wrap, I believe. Oh yeah. So I think it's kind of what we had before, I think. Actually, no. I don't know. But you can see this is definitely like more just one color. Like there's not really a whole lot of shading or anything going on. We go to metallic paint, and it's obviously like more reflective off of things. You can see these new colors here. This bright red one, and you know, all this. Ooh, this is a pretty nice color. That is pretty cool. And then there is the glossy paint, which I feel like this is actually what we had before. So yeah, I don't really think difference between the premium and regular colors. I don't really know why it's kind of categorized like that. Although I do think there are some colors that are available in like premium on some paint types, and others. See, yeah, this has a little bit more, and then matte has a little less because I guess this is more basic. And yeah. And also on this car, the Daytona, you can put on the spoiler, which is actually pretty cool. This is the first real kind of civilian car customization. So you can either have it in white or black. Although I don't know why it wouldn't appear before, so that's weird. Yeah, let's change the color. Let's do like metallic, because I guess if you're gonna buy this car, you're gonna make it the king from Cars. So I don't know, but actually let's do something else. Let's do like maybe a dark blue like this, storm blue, and then so we only have this one of two colors. Let's keep it black, I guess. There, so that looks pretty cool, just like so. And before I end this video, there is something about the vehicle interiors, about police vehicles, that I'm kind of concerned about. I don't like how there's no window tint to the cars at all. It's just not really logical. Same thing, I guess, with the interior as well. There's no computer or anything, not even anything that looks like a computer, or even maybe like a cage in the back. So yeah, although the visor lights being 4 instead of 3, that's much appreciated, and as well as the side runners, they are 6 instead of 4. This is much better. I think the 4 looks pretty ugly, and this looks just great, awesome. And I also really do love how they correspond to the side that they're from. So for example, on this side they're all red, and this side they're all blue. And I know that when making custom ELS, this could very much get in the way, because some parts of the side runner light were, you know, so let's say if you wanted to make a red and blue pattern, red on this side, blue on this side, some of the blue would show up on this side and red on that side, and it kind of got annoying when making patterns. But I think this update to the side runners overall is pretty sweet. So overall, I think the update is fine. I guess there's nothing really groundbreaking about this compared to other summer updates, and kind of the fact it's not called the summer update either, that's kind of weird. Like, I mean, we're still in summer, so I don't know why it's not. But anyway, there are some good aspects about this update I do like. First of all, this charger, I love it. I actually love both the new chargers that were added. As well, most of the new vehicles are pretty solid. The vehicle interiors, I just don't really care for it. I feel like that's a lot of development time that could be used elsewhere for things that might be more wanted. And don't get me wrong, like vehicle interiors have been requested, but this is Roblox, and Roblox is definitely more limited compared to other things out there. I do also like the update to the side runner lights on some of the new police cars. It just works so much better than before. And lastly, another kind of big, I guess, mood killer, I guess, is how long there was between this update and last update. I think it was like 2 months, possibly even more. And a lot of that time, it was just radio silent. There was no news or anything. They kept the Police Week update 7 thing, update, whatever, at the bottom of the screen when you first load in until today. And that's kind of crazy. So, yeah. Also, having, I guess, teasers for this update come out, or I guess start to come out like last week, kind of was a sign that it was off compared to other updates. But yeah. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.